Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm back with another ST video. I missed last week just with everything going on in the world, and my job is getting ready to close. I just had to mentally prepare and pull myself together. I just honestly wasn't in the right frame of mind to film just because I am pregnant and it's just very scary. So anywho, I'm back on track. I'm in the house, so I have some more time to film. So I will have some ST videos for you guys, because don't worry, the beauty industry will be up and running again. So yeah, if you guys are interested in hearing about tips and tricks I have for new and beginner estheticians, then please keep watching. Okay, so tip number one is that you will be nervous, especially your first job in the industry, your first day, your first week, your first month. The key to that is fake it. Fake it till you make it, and confidence is key. So, really just figure out what you know and what you're the most passionate about and what you specialize in, and go off of that. So for example, when I first started working in the industry last January, I had my student permit and I was working at a spa. I don't want to say which one, it was a chain, and I really didn't know a lot about skincare, especially as much as I know now, and diagnosing problems. I pretty much just knew about, luckily, the line that we used at that spa we also use in school, so I was very familiar with it. At the time, I was really more educated in serums and how they work and why they work best for your skin, so that's what I specialized in selling people, and focusing on. Like, you need a targeted solution at home, so that's kind of where my expertise went. If they had super dry skin, besides offering chemical exfoliation, proper home care, and what you need to use, also you guys need to realize, well, not realize, but you guys will learn after school. You learn so much after school. School just gets you to pass your state board, and I have learned so much, not only from following estheticians on Twitter, but just hopping around between industry jobs and meeting different estheticians, lead estheticians, wax specialists. You learn all these tips and tricks. So knowing your ingredients is very, very important, and I feel like I more so specialize in chemical exfoliation, and that is my favorite targeted solution. Like, you need a targeted serum at home. You have your basic cleanser, okay, but how are we going to enter chemical exfoliation into your routine? Are we going to do it with a cleanser? Are we going to do it with a treatment, with a serum? You need a targeted solution to use every day to see the results that you want to see. So back then I didn't know that. I wasn't as familiar with ingredients, so I just focused on serums, especially in the winter time. I started working in January, so that's peak time. We're in the dry skin season, so that's what I focused on. But you gotta wear your confidence, be confident, and just fake it till you make it. It's hard to do in skincare because you really need to know skin and be able to assess skin problems that people have and answer them. But for the meantime, if they're not that interested, just fake it till you make it. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a deep cleanse. If they ask, why do you cleanse for so long, just, you gotta know your stuff. The second tip I have for you guys, unfortunately, which not everyone is comfortable with, but retail and upgrading is key. That is how you make the most money, especially if you are just on commission. It's your retail skills and upgrading. So whatever spa you're at, upgrading them to a peel, upgrading them to a lip scrub, upgrading them to an eye treatment, micro, coming back, retaining your clients as well. But just retail, especially because not only for the commission aspect, but you want your client to keep coming back to you, and the best way that they're gonna have faith in you and keep coming back to you is if they're seeing results. And just very important to explain to them, I only see you once a month, so I do 20% of the work. You're responsible for the other 80% because you're at home with yourself every day. So I will see you once out of those 31 days that we have in the month. You're with yourself every day. I talk to my clients, I get to know them. So if they're like, oh, that's expensive, or I'm just like, okay, well, you're only gonna get results and start seeing a difference outside of the treatment room is if you introduce this product. So whether it's a cleanser, and you need to tell them what's the active ingredient. So what I do in my room, we do have a glycolic acid treatment. It is like a peel, but it's in our facial protocol, so it's not a standalone service. They still get a massage and everything. So I talk about the glycolic treatment and why glycolic acid is good for them. They see the results, and then I'm like, yes, this is my favorite treatment to perform because it's instant results. Chemical exfoliation is key. It's definitely the way to go. We have our glycolic cleanser right here. I don't want to like say the name because I don't want you guys to know where I work, but I just say this is our glycolic cleanser right here. It has a glycolic acid just like we used on you today, which is going to help target the texture on your skin, the fine lines, the wrinkles, the sunspots, help to fade it, working it into your skincare routine. The chemical exfoliation, use this at night, start off 3 times a night, work yourself up to every other night. Just explain it like that and really tweak it to their skincare concerns, their needs, and what's appropriate for their skin and how much to use it. So that's how you can sell your retail. At first, to be honest, when I started at this other spa, I was horrible at retail. I didn't really sell anything. We weren't pushed to sell anything. It was a hot mess. I think I sold like 3 products, not even intentionally. Someone smelled the mask and was like, oh, do you sell this? And we happen to sell the mask there, but we don't sell masks at my job, which is great because they're not really necessary, I personally feel, outside of the treatment room. So I sold that. I sold a serum because I did talk about serums. That was my specialty. Like I said before, I'm not a sales-based esthetician. I just like to see results, and that is my goal, and to retain my clientele. So I don't push product. I let them know, hey, I really recommend this for your skin. This is why, this is how you use it. Break it down. I always write down like how to use it so they don't forget, especially if it's in chemical exfoliation product, whether it has glycolic acid, lactic, salicylic. Some products has all 3, so I write it down so they don't forget and they don't burn themselves at home. How to use it. Week 1, you're going to use this 2 times a week, leave it on for 5 minutes, rinse off. Second week, you're going to leave it on for 8 minutes, and I just break it down to their skin and what they need. That's just what I do. So retail and upgrading, that is how I make my money. That's how I make the most money. Adding on, you know, anti-aging eye treatments and the neck and décolleté treatments, but you know, don't come off too pushy, but you will learn. It took me a year being in this field, well, 6 months to a year, 6 months to start really getting comfortable selling and feeling confident, and then a year. I've been working in this field for a year that I feel comfortable. I know when my client's gonna buy something, when they're on the fence, and when they are gonna buy something, and I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna get this management system if they're completely committed and everything. So you will get the learn and the feel and the hang of it. And just remember, don't get discouraged. That's why you want to work at a good location that's not going to push you and is just so about numbers. Sometimes people really don't have the extra money, or they just don't want to buy anything. It's their first time. They're going to wait. Just sometimes people aren't interested, and it's so hard to not beat yourself up if you're at a place that is all about numbers and sell, because your job will be on the line. So hopefully you guys find a really good, safe, secure place. Tip number 3 is don't be afraid to speak up to your manager if you are not comfortable performing a service. At my first spa job, I went through 2 days of training. I watched the lead give a facial, do a micro, and that was it. And I did not feel comfortable. Like, she did half the face, I did the other half. And I just wanted to practice on more people. Like, when I went through this spa, I did 8 days of training. We did the dermal infusion. I did 2 models, felt extremely comfortable. I watched it, then did 2 models. Same thing with the peels. I just felt super comfortable with it. And I felt comfortable with peels because we learned that in school, in the same brand that we used. Was at my first spa, so I felt comfortable with peels, but micro and dermal infusion was not the most comfortable because until I started learning. But micro I didn't even do, so I would just tell the client, unfortunately, I haven't finished my training for that, but we can also do a peel this time, or just let them know to come back. But I try to still keep that client in my room, so I just would let them know, you know, unfortunately, I'm not finished training in that yet, but we can do a peel today. We can do a glycolic peel. We can do a lactic peel and help target. This will penetrate deeper, and just try and upsell that one so they don't leave and they're not dissatisfied or they go somewhere else. I want them to be my client at least for the day. I want that money. So, don't be afraid. Unfortunately, it only took me 3 months to leave, which should have took me way less. Well, yeah. 3 months to leave, but I should have left before that. But I kept telling my manager, and then they would just be like, well, you're trained. And like, they wouldn't train me again. And I didn't even get paid for the training that I did. They were just, you're trained. And then I would tell the front desk, and like, well, she said you're trained. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing it because I'm not comfortable with it. It's just, if you're not comfortable with the service, don't do it. Don't risk your license, your reputation, losing clients. It's not worth it. I'd rather lose the money that one day than lose my reputation. And my last tip for you guys, which is tip number 4, is we are in a social media age. You guys need to be on Facebook and Instagram, which is very hard if you are in a corporate place because you can't take before and after pictures. My second job that I went to in this industry lied to me in the interview and said I could do before and after pictures. Yeah, everyone does it. And then I go through training. They're like, no, we're too busy for that. We're not allowed to have cameras in the room because of a video went viral last year about her waxing technique. She was waxing the man's underarm and they ended up changing their scrub colors and everything, but it was really bad publicity. And she was like, yeah, there's no cameras in the room, you can't do before and after pictures, and especially in the summer, this is my trainer telling me, especially in the summer when you are back to back, you're not gonna have time. And that's true. Like, we would be back to back at this waxing center because we're well known, we were in a good location, so I didn't even have time to go to the bathroom, let alone eat or anything, so there was no time for pictures. So that kind of stunk because my Instagram went way down and it's hard. I'm trying to build it back up. I still can't even, I'm at a corporate place, I still can't even take before and after pictures. The way we can get around that is if we're starting a journey with our client, whether it's peels or their first time, and you know, oh, why don't you look at this difference, we're doing the dermal infusion or we're doing a chemical peel, glycolic treatment, let's take a picture on your phone, and then, you know, we can do the before and after pictures and you can send it to me or you can tag me. Well, they can't have our number, so they can tag us on Facebook, so that's nice to have. I haven't had anyone do that yet. So I just take pictures of the dermal infusion waist jars. I have really been flipping a lot of clients to do that, that I started seeing January and February. I'm like, you know, I recommend this for your next skincare service. It's advanced treatment. It's going to help target these problems and all this stuff and get them to come back the following month. I love dermal infusion. I love seeing what's in the waist jar. It is so cool. That was my favorite service to perform. So I post that. At least that's something to post so people know, oh, Bree's an esthetician. Oh, okay. Oh, where does she work? Oh, I want this service. I want to see what my waist jar looks like. So if you have that freedom that you're not at a corporate place and you can take before and after pictures, take advantage of it. Take before and after pictures of your brow services, and especially if you fill them in. I was so good at brows. I remember selling so many brow products and I just wish I was allowed to, but you know, eventually everything's going to fall into place and I'm going to be able to be on my own and be a solo esthetician and be able to do my before and after pictures and get my name out there. But take before and after pictures of that. Underarm, leg waxing, all that stuff is nice so people know what you do and you're promoting yourself. Yes, word of mouth is great, but we live in the time, especially on Instagram, where hashtags are everything. That's how so many people find their bridal makeup artists, New Jersey bridal makeup artists, or New Jersey MUA and all this stuff. I watch so many freelancers talk about this, how they found most of their clientele or how they get clients come to them for the first time is through hashtags. So make sure you're using your hashtags and taking advantage of them, especially for your state. So I do hashtag New Jersey Esthetician, and you know, you can see through your analytics, something like that, you can see what your reach is and how many people liked your post, how many people shared your post, saved your post. So it's really cool. So definitely take advantage of social media and hashtags and make sure you're promoting your stuff. It does get expensive and pricey, so I definitely recommend if you were a solo esthetician, because that's a tax write-off, all your ads. So doing it on Instagram and Facebook is really good, especially Facebook. All the moms are there because Facebook is a little strict now that you can't do it in marketplace. My ads would never go through, so I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. Be declined, so it's super frustrating. So you have Groupon and stuff, but I'll get into that in a separate video about being solo esthetician and using Groupon. But as far as ads and getting your name out there, Facebook and Instagram is great. Twitter can be good sometimes because you can go viral, but I love Facebook and Instagram for the locals so they can see me. And also, guys, please have a separate account for your Facebook and your Instagram. You know, you don't want to be promoting your business and telling people to come get waxed and they see you having fun at the club this past weekend. You just want to keep your business and personal Instagrams separate. I've had a separate one forever since I started my freelancing journey. I think 2017, I made my Instagram a separate Instagram account because I just didn't want that mixed together. I just feel like business and your personal life do not mix, so you want to always keep them separate and you look more professional that way. You want to come off as professional, you want people to see you, and when I see pages of people that offer services and then have like Facebook drama or Instagram drama and stuff like that, I don't want to go to them. So you want to attract the right clientele and come off as professional because you are a professional in this industry. So make sure that you have separate accounts. All right, guys, so that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed these 4 tips and tricks that I have for you guys for new and beginner estheticians. I will have some more esty videos coming for you guys. I'm stuck in the house, so what else am I going to do besides film? So yeah, let me know if you guys have any other tips in the comments down below. If I missed anything, let me know, and if you found this advice helpful, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you guys next week.